Mac is saying, I currently use ChatGPT Plus. What other AIs would you recommend in addition to this? So my main two AIs are ChatGPT, which I use for everyday stuff, and Claude. I've always been a Claude maximalist. I love Claude. Claude has a much better writing style. It's much better at replicating my writing style. And I also find just the quality of its responses much, much higher than ChatGPT. So if I'm publishing or doing anything public or writing scripts, I will always use Claude because it is closer to how I think and speak anyway. Whereas ChatGPT is fine for planning, it's fine for internal stuff, but I would never use it for anything that's going to go anywhere near the public. So that tends to be my breakdown. That said, ChatGPT has the comprehensive memory, so it remembers things from between chats. There we go, imperfections. And because it does that, every time I use ChatGPT, it's actually getting better and better and better because it's able to pull information from our previous discussions and work things out. Claude doesn't have that, which means every chat in Claude is basically separate, which means over time ChatGPT becomes more valuable for me to use, whereas Claude does not. So that might be a reason for me one day to move increasingly over to ChatGPT. But for me, it's those two. And then for coding, anytime I'm creating software applications, I generally use Gemini 2.5, and I'm using that inside Cursor. Claude Code is also really good, but for me, I've always had better results with Gemini 2.5. It depends what you're building, honestly, though. So yeah, every day, ChatGPT, writing and professional work, Claude, and coding, Gemini 2.5 inside Cursor. They're pretty much my three. I have Grok because I have X Premium, X Pro, whatever it's called. I don't use Grok. I don't use Microsoft. I guess I use Google Gemini via Google when I do a search, but that's wittingly. I just happen to do it. But the main ones are ChatGPT and Claude. And if you haven't tried Claude, I highly recommend it. It's pretty good.